Today I want to spend just a couple minutes introducing you to Quizlet if you've never seen it before, and if you have, just to remind you of some of the things that it can do. The first thing you're going to want to do is sign up with your tcapstudent.net account. If you've already done that, then you can just click the red button that says Google Sign In. Once you're into your account, you're going to create a study set. Give your set a title. In this case, the vocabulary comes from the Democratic debate on March 6th. And now I'm going to use this import button. I could enter the term and the definition on these lines, but I've already created that document in a Google Doc, and I want you to see how this works. So I'm going to click Import, and now here's a place I'm going to post my data. And I'm going to tell it that I used a tab in between my words and my definitions, which is what I have here. I'm simply going to copy all of that and paste it into this import window. It will then develop a preview. Here's what it's going to look like. Make sure that they're all correct. And I click Import Terms. And you'll notice that they show up in that list. And then if I want to add more, I can. I can either hit the plus sign and add things individually, or I could actually use this import button and import more. Now, if you upgrade to your teacher account, you can do things like add a voice recording to give a hint. You can add images by clicking on the Change Image button. Accountability, here's an accountant. That actually might be an image that might help somebody remember. Understand and share the feelings of another. Maybe you want to add a picture of an emoji who has tears coming out, something like that that kids will relate to. But the idea is that how quickly you can create these lists. It's not just about giving them terms and definitions, but giving them new ways to interact with that information. Because let me show you what we do next. To make this usable by students, we're then going to click on the Create button. Once we select our language, English to English, because sometimes you're using world languages and you can tell that this is Spanish and this is English. If your terms are in German, for example, you would select German, but we'll keep it in English. And then we're going to click the Create button. We can now share this with people via Facebook, Twitter, or another way to share this list with your students is by, from the main page of the word list, click on the Share button and share on Google Classroom. So instead of your students receiving an email, this would be posted directly in the Classroom stream. And I will post it as an assignment that I want them to complete. It tells me it's been posted to my class and gives me a link to view that posting directly. There is the assignment. Students would then click on that link, which would take them here, and then they can study these however they wish. They can click on the Learn button, which will take them through activities to teach them the words. They can use flashcards to test their understanding. They can take a test, and then they can play games like Gravity, for example. If I start with the definition and click Let's Go, it's going to tell me that I need to watch out for asteroids, and I need to type in the term based on the definition that appears. So they can play these games to practice their vocabulary. If they get it wrong, such as I did just now, it asks them to type in the correct answer, and it reinforces correct answers. Whether you get it right or wrong, it reinforces the correct answer. Then tells the student whether or not they got it right or wrong, how many times, and if you want to say that this is something I need to focus on, then I'm going to star that. By the time I'm ready for my final test, maybe all I do is study the ones that I have challenges with by clicking on Study the starred terms only. So Quizlet has different kinds of games that can be played. It has an integration with Google Classroom, and allows students to interact with these terms in a way that they can take advantage of the tools that they have, the computer that the school has given them. Quizlet is available as an app on iOS and Android devices. The goal is to make the information available for students to master in as many different ways as we can. And this is one way that takes advantage of technology tools that students are already familiar with and comfortable with.